Got a shadow in here. We are going to make crepes. So basically what I have in my bowl is 3 cups of flour, 8 tablespoons of sugar, 3 eggs. It will take 250 mils, so 3 cups of milk, and about 3 cups of water, give or take a little bit more if your batter is too dry, along with what's in the microwave, melted butter, which is not fully melted yet. So it's usually about a minute that you have to melt your butter. So first you put the flour in, then you put in the sugar, then you're going to make a well. You can mix your sugar in with your flour. I don't put salt in it because basically I use salted butter, which already has the salt in it. So basically, let me get a spoon here. You're going to basically make a well, crack the eggs into the well. That's 1. Yes, I'm holding my own camera. That's 2. And that's 3. Okay, so you have that in there. Now, as I just dropped my vanilla on the floor, excuse me, you get the vanilla and you get the melted butter out of the microwave now. And you basically open the vanilla. Sorry, I should have had this already, but this is going the way it is. Add about a tablespoon of vanilla in with it. You give it a mix so it mixes it all up. It gets everything going, all the sugars. And then you go with the cups of milk. So, Kai, come here for a second. I need you to hold this over the bowl, okay? You see it? Okay, so Kai's helping me out here, holding it over the bowl. We're gonna add...
What are you doing?
I'm videotaping. 1... Shh, wait a second, Kai. It's on recording. I have to change out the bag of milk. 1. Hopefully my son doesn't drop it in the mix. And then you got 2. Over the bowl, please, buddy. And you got 3. And then basically you start out with 2 cups of water.
These need.
You start out of 2 cups of water first. Tap water, bottled water, any water will do as long as it's clean. And then you throw in your butter and your vanilla. So basically your mixture looks like this before you mix it up. Okay, I don't want to mix it up and be all loud right now, so I'm going to pause this and I'm going to mix it up. So basically it looks like pancake mix, but when you look at it, it's pretty thin, and it should run off your spatula or your little whisk there. I did use the blend mixer to save time. So you could do this by hand, but it will take forever. But you basically want your batter to not have any lumps, not have any flour down at the bottom, so you work your way around the bowl, you know, moving your mixer around so that you get all the areas that there might be dry flour. And actually this was 3 cups of milk to 2 cups of water, and then basically we're going to end up frying them, which will happen in a moment. Okay, so basically I just put some butter in the pan and I put the temperature, because this is an older stove, it's very particular. It could either go hot or it could be cooler. But needless to say, I bought a crepe pan. Sorry, trying to adjust the pan. A baked crepe pan. Actually, I have 2 crepe pans from IKEA. They're the closest things right now to be good for cooking. They're very short when it comes to the sides, so it's easy to maneuver the crepe once you are working with it. So basically what I like to do is butter up the pan. Yeah, more butter. It's the way Mommy did it from back in the days. So basically you want to, basically, you want to butter the pan. Any excess, really, it doesn't really matter because it's all going to go in the mix. And then I like to use my grandmother's old pitcher, which is still in her house, and it makes life a little bit easier for managing how much you want to have go in the pan. And once it kind of starts to bubble, you can play it out. The first crepe usually doesn't come out good, so you can put a bit like that in there. And then what I like to do, even though I'm just holding the camera, is make it flatter. Crepes are really supposed to be really super skinny, but these kind of are like a medium crepe, but they taste nothing like pancakes. They're not dense, they're moist, and they're very yummy to eat. But the vanilla always adds the flavor. The kids like to eat them without syrup, so that cuts out the sugar, so you can throw whatever you need in the mix, so that you can cook it up and just enjoy it. So as we go, I'm gonna pause it. Okay, so a minute or two has passed. My daughter's gone out to go get the laundry downstairs, and well, this one's not going to be the best thing, but you basically cook it until it moves. Okay, you can put a few lines in it, whatever the case may be. Let's see, it starts shaping, and you start getting the formation of a crepe. So I like to do them up until they're a little bit brown. It takes a little bit longer, so it takes a little bit more time. An average batch of these goes about 16 to 18 crepes, and the kids eat them all up within a day. Okay, so this was it, and once we get through the crepes and there's more, you'll see the coloring of the next few, because this one is like okay, but somebody will eat it, and then we'll go with the next few as they come out, and then that will be the end of the tutorial. So I hope this will help you make something yummy for your family, and be back in a moment. Okay, so number one, kind of small, kind of burn on the edges. That's usually how it goes. Or the fact is that your first crepe turns out really, really light, pale, and tastes doughy. So as for this one, you can see the butter sizzling. You can see the holes kind of starting to form, and like bubbles, I should say, for the holes are coming out. And you can make it funny, you know, make some little lines. It helps it cook. And when you flip it, actually the lines will go inside of it for a pattern. So as we go, this one is really crispy. It's going to be crispy on the outside, but you'll see what the coloring is. So basically, change different colors, looking more yummy. And as the pan warms up and the butter gets more into the pan, I don't know if that's possible, but it does. It kind of sets into the pan a little more, goes a little deeper, and it makes them taste even yummier. So here we go. You can see the caramelization of the sugars. The outside's going to be dark, and basically crepes are only supposed to be a one-time flip. So basically, after you get those bubbles popping through and making holes, you flip it over, and then if it's not really golden on one side, you can do a second flip, but normally you wouldn't. But this is a tutorial, first tutorial for cooking crepes. I do this on a regular basis, so enjoy. If they turn out really yummy, like my post. If you really want to try it, like my post. And if you really like this and it was easy for you to make, still like my post and share it with your friends, because you will be guaranteed that this will be yep, see, it's getting more golden. So as I mentioned, it's getting to be looking more like a crepe. But see all the different lines and everything? When you just tap it a little bit, it makes funky little patterns. So you could do little hearts, you could do little stars, whatever your little heart desires. So here we go. Thank you for watching.